objectives and push back the American forces. Our troops are striking Alpha 2.
Fly! Hostile on the map, 140 degrees, around 70 meters from my position.
One of our objectives is under attack.
Grenade! I'm reloading. Reloading! The marker.
Request received. Your vehicle is en route.
Grapple, fire!
Objective lost. We'll need to recapture it. We are taking heavy casualties. Do not be reckless.
God damn. It's going down. Playing a little Battlefield. There we go. See? Battlefield. Live on stream. About to watch this documentary too. It's on You People Live too. On YouTube.
Objective secured. We lost control of one of our objectives.
Oh, where'd that dog come from? Why can't I get my dog? Getting revived. Oh, these EMPs. Oh shit. EMP myself. Definitely haven't played in a while. Fucking dog. I said, where's my dog? I bought the extra expensive version of this fucking game. Why can't I pick a dog? Oh, there it goes. I forgot it's the top one. I haven't played in a while, my bad. Oh yeah, if y'all got Battlefield, if you play Battlefield and not Call of Duty, hit me up, we'll play. I don't have a squad right now. All my friends, they not fucking with me no more because I do YouTube and shit, so they low-key hating. But you know how that shit is. We pushing up though. I always play infantry because I can't fly. I'm always like a gunner or a fucking like, you know what I mean, artillery man. Because I can't fly. Driving is tough too. I think I need to change my settings back to like classic or something, or legendary or whatever the settings are on Battlefield, so you can press right trigger to press the gas. Because anything else is uncivilized. I can't fucking drive straight if it's not right trigger gas, you know? I played too much, what is it, GTA to play anything that isn't right trigger to press the gas. Man, this shit's crazy, bro. Damn. Damn. Got killed. Somebody got me. Hey, but I'm back. Alright, here we go.
We're down one!
This shit's crazy, bro.
Cover me!
Ready to resupply. Call to support drop.
Motherfucker. There we go.
Go!
Oh shit. I got killed. Let's see.
Allies are assaulting Bravo 1.
Нет, не подходите!
Hey guys, so we're busy editing part 2 of our latest series, Overlooked Lost Sunshine Hotel.
The
But
fuck?
I wanted to take a second to acknowledge something. And I don't even know who exactly I'm acknowledging this to. I just think acknowledging it might be helpful for people to kind of put words to a feeling they can't quite seem to shake or even place about everything that just happened. I mean, it sounds really simple, but sometimes just recognize the action of just recognizing something for what it is and acknowledging that can be a very healing thing. It can be very helpful in moving forward. I've been learning more and more on the importance of words, because you know, sometimes words have two meanings.
Hell yeah.
Enemy transport, mark!
No
East!
stairway. Denied.
Actually, a lot of words have several meanings. And knowing all of these meanings can change the nature of what's being communicated,
Hell yeah.
depending on which definition the person speaking intends for what is being said.
Hell yeah.
I just think it's interesting to note that the intention is based upon the speaker. It's not based upon the audience's assumptions, although I think in this world, a lot of times
Fucking these
people
people
are
up right
communicating
now.
things and they're banking on those assumptions. I don't think many people realize that's how intention actually works with that, but so I've been spending a lot of time with our 1894 dictionary, which is really an
Shit.
amazing book, I think. There's
Came
so
from
much more
upstairs.
information there
I
than
didn't
the
hear him, but
modern
that's
printed
because I'm listening
dictionaries
to you.
have its size.
Truth Stream Media.
Lots more context, which is very, very important. Context is one of the most important
Come on back.
things
My
to
niggas.
understanding where we are, how we got here, where we're going. Very important. Did you know, for example, that the first definition listed under person isn't human being? I didn't realize this until recently. Person comes from the Latin persona, or mask. The number one definition before all others listed in my dictionary says that a person is a character or part, as in a play, a specific kind of manifestation of individual character, whether in real life or in literary or dramatic representation, an
Got them
assumed
motherfuckers, man.
character. And it's only after
Got that bitch too.
doesn't include definitions about members of humankind, which approaches something closer to the definition of a human being. But the first definition of person is a character, a persona. Not the same exact
Whoa,
thing, it's not
whoa,
the same
whoa.
thing.
That's
It can
fucking
be,
close.
but that doesn't necessarily mean it always is. Someone posted something that really tickled my brain, and I couldn't let go of it. They said, things aren't getting
Yeah,
worse.
True Stream Media.
The veil over society is being removed. I mean, I'm paraphrasing, but it was something like that. That's the substance of it. And I've been turning that over in my mind for a while now. How many of you are familiar with the Stanford Prison Experiment? I know
Ah.
we've mentioned it in videos in the past, but I don't think we've done a full video on it. But Back in
Oh, yeah, hold
1971,
on.
Stanford psychology professor
This is
Philip
brand new on
Zimbardo and his
Truthstream
research
Media
team selected 2
YouTube
dozen men
channel.
who were mostly students and paid them $15 a day to be either prisoners or prison guards,
Truthstream Media
so their
YouTube channel.
behavior could be studied
Check
in
it
a
out.
simulated
Pretty good
prison
shit.
environment.
Requesting a
You know what I'm saying?
So it was 24 people, 12 of each. The guards were given khaki uniforms and sunglasses to hide behind, and they were told it was their job to keep the prisoners from escaping. And the whole setup was extremely realistic. From what I've read, it was taken pretty far. For example, on the morning of the experiment, real Palo Alto police were used to arrest the prisoners at their homes, the people who were going to be prisoners in the experiment. They went and arrested them with police cars and sirens and the whole nine, with TV cameras in tow that were filming it for the nightly news, so it was like a real thing. And these people were booked into a real jail. They were stripped down. They were given a smock with an ID number on it. Then they were blindfolded and taken to a makeshift prison set up in the basement of a hall on the college campus. And the guy running the experiment, Zimbardo, told the Toronto Symposium in the summer of 1996 that he'd been conducting research for some years on de-individuation, which I had to look up to make sure I knew what that meant, because it doesn't just mean stripping an individual of his identity or her identity, but it's when an individual loses himself to a herd mentality. So it's a loss of self-awareness to the group or in a group when you're in a group. It's a little more than just losing your individuality. So it's losing yourself to a herd mentality. And he was also
That's
studying
basically what we got going on.
dehumanization, which he says illustrated the ease with which ordinary people
said,
could be led to
Truthstream
engage
Media,
in
they got the shit
antisocial
over there.
acts
They
by
got
putting them in
that
situations
dog
where
shit
they
over
felt
there.
anonymous or where they could perceive of others
Truthstream
as
Media,
less
go
than
check 'em
human,
out.
as enemies or as objects.
The stress reaction was so extreme that normal kids we picked because they're healthy had breakdowns within 36 hours. The study ended after 6 days because it was out of control. 5 kids had emotional breakdowns.
The study was supposed to last 2 weeks, but it had to be shut down after only 6 days because the dozen people who were given a costume and a little bit of power became increasingly authoritarian and ultimately described as brutal in the way they treated the other 12 people who were pretending to be prisoners. There was one guard the prisoners considered particularly sadistic, and they nicknamed him John Wayne. And apparently when he would come in to assume his post, he would start walking differently and speaking in a southern accent. But only when he was a guard. Psychology professor Christina Maslach, who's actually the one that blew the whistle on "we need to stop this, it's gone too far," she had come in the day before they quit, on the 5th day, to do prisoner interviews and talk to this man while he was waiting to start his guard shift. And she described him as charming, funny, and smart. But then witnessed his complete transformation after he assumed his guard role. And she said it was like Jekyll and
Put your
Hyde.
bitch ass down.
It really took my breath away. And that's over a 5-day period. He didn't start out doing that, but he essentially gave himself this persona as part of his role over time and just started really leaning into being this character that he gave himself that role. And I want to note the men selected for this study came from a pool of 70 individuals. So they gave them all a battery of psychological tests and all that beforehand, and they claim they chose the ones deemed most, quote, normal and healthy to participate in this. And it should also
That's
be
crazy.
noted the experiment itself was dependent largely on the behavior of the guards, not the prisoners. A former guard in the experiment has since claimed the guards were led to believe that they themselves were not the point of the experiment. So in other words, the guards
Felt like
were
they could do what the
purposefully
fuck they wanted.
misled to believe they had free reign to behave
Got your bitch
however
ass.
they thought they should under these circumstances. And they were told that their behavior was essentially for the greater
Holy
good.
shit. The motherfucker shot a
They
laser.
were
at
given the idea they were the good
The
guys.
fuck?
They're the guards. The
Right.
Stanford prison experiment has since been deemed flawed for a number of reasons, and its conclusions are still a point of controversy to this day. But
They tried to kill me. All right.
there's a few things that stand out about what went down there.
Authority.
You
Absolute
have one group
authority.
of prisoners that have been dehumanized.
Dangerous.
They're stripped of their individual identities and they're put into a group that's basically labeled as bad people. I mean, they're prisoners, right? They're going to jail for a reason. They've obviously committed a crime of some kind to get there. And so they're like the bad guys, right? And then you have these other people who were given a costume of authority and told they had this authority. And they kind of have this group identity going of good guy, acting in ways they perceive to be sanctioned as okay by the majority of society due to the power dynamic of perceived authority combined with the dehumanization of the so-called prisoners, right? Because the guards are good guys and the prisoners are bad guys. And I know it isn't that black and white, but that's basically the dynamic that's being worked under here. And I feel personally like whether some people want to see it or not, let alone admit it,
God damn.
this is something that many of us
Fucking right.
witnessed and experienced over the last 2 years
Ooh,
in
they're
this
trying to get
society.
me.
Right? There were people who
Holy shit. What
reacted
the
to
fuck
this
is that?
situation by
Truck.
standing with their individual principles
Dang.
in the face of the unknown, in the face of fear, in the face of everything that was happening.
Crazy.
Principles like my body, my choice, for example, being a standard of freedom for everyone. Right? I'm not going to force you to do something that you do not want to do with your own body because it's not my body and it's not my choice to make that choice for you. That kind of thing. Bodily autonomy being a very important thing. Right? And then there were other people who, whether it was because of fear or latent authoritarian leanings or whatever, right? Whatever they were being told on TV, it doesn't matter. Whatever the reason was, there were other people who suddenly felt
God damn.
sanctioned by being in a majority
What
who would
the
apparently
fuck?
excuse away almost anything against the minority that they were told were essentially the bad guys, the dangerous bad guys, if that majority was
Wrong.
assured by the system that this was for the greater good.
A conclusion you could make from the Stanford Prison Experiment is that when you tell people to be cruel, they'll do it. If you tell them it's for a greater good like science, who would have thought?
And people began
Right.
to play roles in there with that. I remember when major streaming channels like Amazon Prime began to promote pandemic movies all of a sudden. 2011's Contagion made a huge comeback and became super
Yeah.
popular. It was in the #1 trending all of a sudden.
It definitely did.
And it's almost like some people rewatched those movies because it wasn't a new movie. I mean, it was out for, 10 years or whatever. But they watched it because of what was going on, and then they began acting accordingly, as if they had cast
Holy
themselves in that movie, but
Definitely should
as
have
a
some type of
character
cover.
in the film,
Crazy.
but in real life.
Some men operate the big television cameras. Others control the pictures as they go out over the air. They see to
Right.
it that Richard gets the right program at the right time.
So, despite the fact that that film is a
That fucking
fictional
thing.
Hollywood creation that, I don't know, I watched half of it. I thought it was extremely propagandistic. I really couldn't get through it because it was just too
I haven't
ridiculous.
watched it in
and
a long time.
I didn't even watch the whole thing. But
I watched
He
it
often
back in the
watches
day.
television at home. The programs are fun, and sometimes he learns a great deal from them.
it's a movie. It's not real life. But people were watching it and then acting like that's what everything is. It's that movie. Or something similar. Right? And it goes back to what that person was saying about the veil. Because what happened in the last couple years wasn't a movie, though. Something happened, and it felt like a movie at times, but it wasn't.
Yeah,
It
right?
wasn't,
It
though.
was crazy.
It was a peek, I think, a peek behind the veil, a peek behind the veil of
Oh, did
society,
we get left? Oh, the driver
which is a
left.
veil made up of persons who were both literally and figuratively wearing many masks. And the media and major institutions were really pushing a narrative that alchemically divided people. They were separated in a way that it got to a point where people on this side couldn't even see where people on this side were coming from. It's almost as if
Exactly.
they were in the multiverse, they were in two different universes, and those universes did not coincide. Like, you know, you would be out in public and certain people would be acting in ways you could almost tell which types of mainstream media were being watched by people based on how they were acting in public, right? What level of information they had received that was making them act in certain ways, like between everything's normal to it's the apocalypse, you know, and
Bitch.
you could really tell who was watching which
Motherfucking ass
brand
down
of
trying to blow me
information.
up,
You could
stupid.
see it, right?
Laying down ass
I mean,
bitches.
I didn't go up and start asking
them
people, but
motherfuckers.
I'm willing to bet if I had, I would have been right probably 99% of the time because it was that obvious and clear cut. And it really
Oh,
started
shit.
to separate people into these
Aw.
groups, and the groups became people who were doing what they were told without any question at all, and people who were asking questions and were not just doing what they were told
Damn.
without asking those questions. And the separation between those two groups became more and more hardcore over time. To the point that society
Dang,
slowly
he
turned
didn't see
into
where I was
something
coming,
kind of
but I didn't get it.
resembling
That's
a
crazy.
Stanford prison experiment.
I need healing
Because
too.
the people who felt they were in the right, that they were the majority, that they were sanctioned to behave in certain ways because it was for the greater good or whatever,
My dog is still
I have
killing.
been yelled at by some of those people. I have seen them yell at other people. I have seen them do things that don't even make sense. It doesn't even make sense.
It doesn't make sense, and he totally barked at us, some young 20-something kid.
Yeah.
Like it's Clockwork Orange. Other side of the line! That's the first thing that pops into my mind anyway.
Because they thought that they had the authority to somehow, even
Tell
though
us
it
what
wasn't
to
a
do.
law. Nothing was a
Exactly.
law. This was not like you're now a deputized police officer of the law and you are
What did I get
enforcing
here from?
laws. That
Oh,
was
this
not
right
what was
there.
happening.
Point is, it's just totally arbitrary. They didn't do any of those things last time I was at the grocery
entire
store.
time that supposedly this curve was being flattened, none of these rules were in place, and it did what exactly to change it?
These were average people who had just been told a whole lot of stuff and started trying to mandate it on everyone else.
But it's been transformed into a social obedience experiment where it's not even like police or something or medical authorities telling you what to do. We're all supposed to learn to tell each other what to do. And young, barely 20 store employees are getting all bitchy and barking things for you to do. Excuse me.
Getting up in people's faces, screaming, all kinds of behavior, okay? That is not rational. It's not their place to do, okay? But they had this perception of authority, once again. It's very, very Stanford prison experiment, I feel.
Hell yeah.
I don't have to do that. And the guy literally says, rules are rules.
Rules are rules. So whatever they make up,
Rules
whatever
are
insane,
arbitrary.
asinine
I
thing.
didn't agree to those rules.
And when I realized that this was the kind of thing that was going on, I stopped going into places where I was going to have to put up with that. I avoided that as much as possible because there was no way I was going to play into that environment. Not at all, okay? I recognized it for what it was very, very early on and went, yeah, I'm going to minimize my participation in whatever this
Couldn't
is.
get it.
Rules are rules. So whatever arbitrary
Hitting the
made
stairs.
up bullshit they decide to do this week, that's the rules, man. This week we're all gonna dress in full body condoms and jump up and down the entire time. to
It's
the store
coming.
on one
You
foot.
know it's coming.
All right.
'Cause this is messed up. And it's not okay. And you can't argue with those people in that position. It's like they're in a different universe from you. So you can talk logic all day. You can talk rational points all day. It is not going to matter. Because they have fully given themselves over to the role that they are now playing. And whatever you have to say is irrelevant. It'd be like if the person thinks they're in Kansas and you're like, we're not in Kansas anymore. Here's exactly where we are. Here's a sign that says we're in Oklahoma. Here's a map of Oklahoma. Here's pictures of, it's not going to matter. If they think they're in Kansas, to them they're in Kansas. They're not going to hear you say we're not in Kansas anymore. They're not going to be able to see that, no matter what you say. If they don't want to see it, if they're not
Damn.
open-minded to seeing it, they're not
Couldn't even
going
get the
to see
grenade
it.
on.
Right? But people began acting in tyrannical ways. I could tell you stories for days of things that happened to people I know. It got pretty bad. right? Friends were lost. Friends were lost. Family members
Wow, shot in the
were
back
also
too.
people. There
Man,
are
they
people who
sneaking
are
up on
related
us
that are no
now. We
longer
couldn't
talking
take
to
it
each
down.
other. There was a woman my mom worked with who she considered a friend, who said anyone who didn't do as they were told for the greater good should just go off into the woods and die. That's a statement she made. I mean, you could see the contradiction just within that statement, right? It's weird to justify basically a genocidal opinion in the same sentence where you
Why is
profess
he-
to
he
care
gets to
about
die
what's
right
good
out,
for
right.
everyone, right?
Right.
Doesn't really make a lot of sense.
Definitely
At
doesn't
all.
make any sense.
And then there's the blind trust in and obedience to authority, which enabled and justified pretty much anything under the guise of, well, it's an emergency, so just anything goes, anything.
And, you know, the problem, every time I don't comply with
Too much
something, you know, it's
outdoors
happened over
out
the
here.
years. There's been all these things. The thing that always bothers me is the person doesn't
Just shut
respond
it
by
off.
saying, like, oh, it's another one of you. Yeah, lots of people don't agree with this. Instead, they have this stunned face, like, you questioned?
How did you question the rules? What's wrong with
And
you?
it's obvious
Right.
from their face. It's the first time I've ever
Exactly.
had anyone challenge a rule.
A rule.
These are not laws. They're not even policies. They're rules.
And they're completely
Which came
made up
from
every
where?
5 minutes. Exactly.
Apparently including bodily autonomy. And there are people who stood up for theirs, and for whatever their reason was for doing so, who paid in some cases very high prices for that. Not just being ostracized socially, but having businesses ruined, getting fired,
Yeah,
all
yeah.
kinds of stuff. There are lawsuits happening now, and some people are being forced to be hired back because what was done to them wasn't legal. So, that's a thing now.
What the fuck kind of
'Cause
shotgun is that?
What they had to go through was not legal. It wasn't okay to fire them for not doing X or Y or Z. Just
They
because you
did.
said it's an emergency, abundance of caution, blah, blah, blah. And many of us know much worse was said and done as time went on. Like I said, I could go on all day. But the most insane stuff seemed to come from those living with the most fear. But again, these are also people who were bolstered by media-driven perceptions of being the good guys in the majority. And I wonder, would they have acted that way if it wasn't that perception? I don't know. Which also kind of illustrates with horrible simplicity the power of the mainstream media over crafting some people's reality for them.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, some people utterly failed to notice that what was actually happening in the streets did not match what was being described on a
On the
TV
news,
screen.
yeah.
It didn't match. And some people didn't see it. Some people were told something on a screen, and that was it for them. It didn't matter if they went out in the street and nothing was like what they were shown on the
Resemble what they
screen.
were told.
They acted accordingly because they were told to, and it was no questions asked. Which leaves you to wonder, would they do that with anything they were told if it was told to them on a screen by a person presumably under a position
Damn,
of
I keep
authority?
dropping my shit.
I mean, would it have mattered? How ridiculous could the orders get? How nonsensical
shot in
could
the
it
back.
be if they said, hey, out of abundance
Where
of
the fuck did he
caution,
come from?
go outside, spray paint yourself hot green, jump up and down on one foot and sing happy birthday for 10 hours, and then you'll be safe and protected, it'll be good.
Right.
Like,
That's what
would they
everybody
do
should have
it?
done.
Would I go outside and see people doing that?
That's what
I don't
everybody
know.
should have
I don't
done.
know.
I think we
It
would've
got
been
to the
more
point where I
safe.
think probably there
Even
would be
more
some
safe.
people doing it. And
Oh, God.
by the way,
they were right
this is the
there.
last time I'm going to use this phrase,
I knew
probably
they were
ever
there.
again. But if I never hear the phrase
it's right to
abundance
this
of
point,
caution,
things
it
like that,
will
that's
it won't
fine.
be too soon, because I feel like
Get on
I
the
will never
helicopter.
forget how that phrase was used to justify just more and more irrational stuff
Abundance
until
of
it got to a
caution.
point of just not making any sense at all. Okay, I remember being ordered to wear a mask, coming
Holy
in
shit.
the door of a restaurant,
I tried to land all the way
only
at
to
the
be
back.
sat down at a table right next to that same exact door and being told, I'm allowed to remove it now. I shouldn't even have to say this, okay?
That's
But
stupid.
air doesn't care if I'm standing up or sitting down when I breathe it. That's just not how air works. I'm sorry, but I'm 5 feet off the ground, I'm 3 feet off the ground. No difference there when I'm breathing in and out. Not a difference. It's all mixed together, okay?
This ain't exactly the Mississippi. I'm on one side, I'm on the other side.
Does not matter. It doesn't make any sense. Like, what are you even doing? That doesn't make any sense. It's just silly. It's just silly if we're going to actually try to make everyone pretend like that does anything. That is silly. Okay? This is why some people began to say they finally understood how the atrocities of World War II could have been allowed to take place.
Exactly.
Because
people don't care. They just listen.
It's just, again,
What they're told.
hundreds of years of human knowledge got rejected and thrown out the window in a single event. Just hundreds of years of known facts, okay? Thrown just right out the window to do things that made no sense. None. Not common or otherwise, no sense. And here we are now, we're in the aftermath, and I think more and more people are actually realizing that the cause did not ever justify the effect. Then the pandemic mostly ended, but I would say not before society got a pretty good look at itself in the mirror. We all lived through this together, even if we were in different multiverses as it was happening, but we were all there. We all saw this. And a lot of us saw what happens to some of us when they're in a majority group and they're made to feel like they're good and right.
Like that was like we all got kidnapped and put together on an island, and then all of y'all bastards were like, we should eat them, and we're like, what the fuck? And then now they took us off the island and we're just looking at you on the ride home like, and you're like, oh, wasn't that crazy?
And others who are not in the majority group are dehumanized as bad because they're not doing what they're told. We've seen that now. We all saw what behavior some people will justify using against their fellow humans, their neighbors, their friends, even their own family members when they're put in a situation like that.
And we're like, you tried to eat us.
I mean, I think this guy just kind of summed it up.
I didn't kick you out of no stores. I didn't ruin your job. I didn't tell you you couldn't come to the family reunion. There ain't nothing to forgive on my side, baby boo. This is a you problem, and we're still talking about it.
So this is what just happened for the past couple of years. They let everyone take a peek behind the incredibly thin veil that covers us, right? A peek at everyone's person, their character, the part they've written for themselves in the stage play we call society. And we saw some people who will stand for exactly what they always did, even in the face of something like a global pandemic, while other people could very easily be transformed into authoritarian monsters by the situation as presented without question.
It's crazy.
And the thing about society is,
like I said, I want to give a shout out to True Stream Media. Like I said, they got that fire shit. They got that dog food over there. Go subscribe to them. Hold on, let me get on the like. Oh, I already did. All right, yeah. Check them out. They got some good shit all the time.
whether any of us likes it or not, society is based upon all of us being put into positions of trust, trusting each other with each other's lives all day long. Every single one of us, if you are innocent, unless you're a hermit who's living in a cave by himself in the woods somewhere, completely cut off from society altogether, in which case you're not listening to this video, so that's probably not you, right? So all of us, we are in a position where this is the case. If you drive a car in public where other people are driving 2-ton cars, they can slam into your car, right? If they don't follow the rules of the road, if they don't obey stoplights, if they don't use turn signals, things like that. If you go to a restaurant and buy food that someone else cooked and prepared that you're gonna put into your body. If you get on an elevator, right? You're trusting the person who certifies elevators that elevator is gonna stay connected to the cable and it's gonna go to the floor and drop you there and it's not gonna break the cable and slam down, you know, and crash, right? You're trusting that elevator, you're trusting the people that built it, you're trusting the people that certify that it's not gonna do that. If you let your kids ride the bus to school, all kinds of things. Every single time you turn a light switch on or a water faucet in your house, you are trusting complete strangers with your life in a way. The list goes on and on and on and on. You could make that list all day. We rely on one another all the time without really thinking about it consciously, how interwoven all of our lives are. even with people that you would consider complete strangers otherwise. It's not something we really think about. We just do it, and we do it every single day. The situation now is something major like this happens, and we're kind of forced to look at everything under a new light, and that includes each other. And in this case, it's kind of like the twitchy bare light bulb dangling on a string in the basement of a serial killer, but hey, we're looking at each other in a new light, right? And it's just, the point is, it's not something you can just unsee, though. The knowing of that, and the knowing we all have now, we've all had to kind of take stock of ourselves in one way or another. We've all had to see what was done to each other. We've all had to see what was done to us by systems of this society. We've all had to take a good look at all of this. And that knowing, that seeing, it doesn't simply go away just because they said it's over now. Or whatever, it's not as bad anymore, or whatever it is they're saying these days, it changes. We have all now been acquainted with what's lurking underneath that veil. We know the potential now, some of us. We know the potential for how certain people could behave in that situation.
They're gonna
We
sell
also
us out.
know the potential for how much worse things could have been. That's why we can't go back to the way things were before this. There can't be the old normal because you can't unsee the things you have seen. You can lie to yourself. That's the best you can do, is try to pretend like you didn't see it and then lie to yourself about what you saw. I mean, you could disillusion yourself, but you can't really unsee it and unknow it, not deep down. Definitely not in the subconscious parts of yourself and the unconscious parts. Like, it's there. You know, this happened. But it also makes sense that something like that would happen before a massive paradigm shift.
Damn, so they're already on the right side. Sheesh.
A test.
Yes, to see if it's gonna work.
And it's a reminder, I think, that the way things are can be changed in a moment.
Exactly.
And that is how things have happened in society since time immemorial. Paradigms shift, they change, they shift, and they can be changed in a moment, depending on major events and things that happen. Society is not set in stone. It is shifting sands at best. It's a rug that can be pulled out and replaced altogether at any time. And we forget that because we get so into our day-to-day and everything. We forget that this is all just a bunch of agreements that we've all made to do things the way they are. But if that changes, it'll be done some other way. And it has changed in major, major ways throughout time.
They're trying to kill something.
One paradigm shift hadn't happened with the American Revolution, I wouldn't be sitting here right now in Texas.
Right.
I don't know what this place would be called right now, but it wouldn't be Texas. So that's just one example, but this is a reminder of that. And it's also a reminder that we're all people. We're all people, a person, right? There's a persona a human being chooses to play in society. That's the person. And there's a human being underneath that. And that person, it's a viewmaster through which the individual perceives the world. And so the question for each of us is, who is at the helm of that? Who is controlling that?
I did once.
Is it the human being underneath the person?
Somebody needs that.
Or is it some outside force? And are you, in Plato's allegory of the cave, are you in the cave, chained in there, telling yourself the shadows being projected on the wall are real, trying to really make yourself believe the shadows being projected on the wall are real, unwilling to turn around, ask questions, see if there's something else to it?
The trees are cut down now.
That's a question some people might want to ask themselves.
How does that?
It might also be a question some people are running away from having to ask themselves, because the question itself is too substantial and the answers are maybe too frightening to really ponder.
Hear it again.
Actually, oddly enough, it was Wizard of Oz that came into my fist.
Yeah.
It's a rug that can be pulled out and replaced altogether at any time. And we forget that because we get so into our day-to-day and everything. We forget that this is all just a bunch of agreements that we've all made to do things the way they are. But if that changes, it'll be done some other way. And it has changed in major, major ways throughout time. I mean, one paradigm shift hadn't happened with the American Revolution, I wouldn't be sitting here right now in Texas. I don't know what this place would be called right now, but it wouldn't be Texas. So
I don't know, I fucking
that's
like
just
this
one
soap.
example, but
Who the fuck is she?
this is a reminder of that, and it's also a reminder that we're all people. We're all people. The person, right? There's a persona a human being
Oh, the
chooses to
private
play
thing.
in society. That's the person, and there's a human being underneath
Wow, it's
that.
glitching now.
And that person, it's a viewmaster through which the individual perceives the world. And so, the question for each of us is,
Like a motherfucker, it's
who,
glitching.
who is at the helm of that? Who is controlling that program? Is it the human being underneath the person? Or is it some outside force? I mean, are you, in Plato's allegory of the cave, are you in the cave, chained in there, telling yourself the shadows being projected on the wall are real, trying to really make yourself believe the shadows being projected on the wall are real, unwilling to turn around, ask questions, see if there's something else to it? And I don't know, that's a question some people might want to ask themselves. It might also be a question some people are running away from having to ask themselves, because the question itself is too substantial and the answers are maybe too frightening to really ponder. Actually, oddly enough, it was Wizard of Oz that came into my head when I thought about making this video. And I hope I'm not spoiling the movie for everyone, although it came out in 1939, so I doubt it. But if you haven't seen Wizard of Oz from 1939, probably going to spoil it for you now a little bit. But at the beginning, you have a girl named Dorothy who is dealing with a bitter, elitist old lady who Dorothy's Auntie Em says owns half the county, and who can apparently only derive joy from life by concocting reasons to kidnap and murder a little girl's dog and feed off her tears like a witch. And as soon as Dorothy realizes that the society she's in is not just in this regard, but it's injustice that is tipped in the favor of the aforementioned bitter elitist old witch lady who owns half the county, Dorothy runs away from home. And she doesn't get very far at all. She gets right down the street, just a little ways, and runs into a snake oil salesman who's as fake as a $3 bill, who's just waiting outside of her social boundary there. I think he claims to be a mystic or something.
Right.
And he's just waiting right there to capitalize on Dorothy's newfound fear and confusion at the realization that the world isn't actually what she thought it was, and then manipulate her into going back.
It's all glitched out.
But a tornado hits before Dorothy gets back, and she's swept away to a magical land called Oz, where she goes on an adventure to try and find her way home. And in that, she's aided by a scarecrow who thinks he has no brain, a tin man who feels he has no heart, and a lion who thinks that running away from something means he lacks courage. And all of them are under this shared belief that if they just make it to an even more magical place in Oz called the Emerald City, that a wizard there can give each of them what they're seeking. And they have to fight a wicked witch the whole way there. That's the basic plot. And I know the book had to do with the gold standard and all that, but the movie, they've overlaid the movie with a whole other message about something much more deep and personal. And a large portion of this is about the nature of social constructs altogether. You have some people who, and it's especially people who have not really taken the time to get to know themselves. There are some people in that who can fully give themselves over to the belief that there has to be an almighty wizard behind a curtain somewhere who's so great and powerful that he pulls all the switches and he can give them things like courage or brains or hearts. People who really truly do believe that a fancy medal on a ribbon or a trinket on a string or a piece of paper bestows upon them something that they could not see or recognize they already had within themselves the whole time. I mean, the audience has shown again and again throughout this movie that the Scarecrow is already smart, and the Tin Man already had a big heart, and the Lion was already courageous because he fought to save Dorothy from the Wicked Witch and protect her the whole time he was doing that. So they already had the things that they were seeking within themselves the whole time. They didn't need a wizard to give it to them. But the ultimate point of this movie, the way this movie ends, has to do with the fact that Dorothy has grown past these childish illusions of what things are. She can't go home again the same way she left it. She can't unsee the injustice. She can't unknow that there's a guy behind the curtain who's pushing buttons and pulling switches and pretending to be an almighty wizard, when in actuality, he's just some guy. He's cloaked in an authority, but is it legitimate? She can't go back to not knowing that stuff. She can't go back to the place she thought was home. Because once her eyes were open and she saw the truth, she realized that that place never existed in the first place.
Dorothy was woke.
And I don't know who needed to hear that today, but there you go. I love you guys. Talk to you soon.
Well, I love you too. And yeah, that was True Stream Media and shit. Like I said, they always be having some fire. Check out all of their videos. I watch pretty much all of that shit. They're at True Stream Media. I'll leave that up there for you guys for a second. For anybody that wants to write it down or whatever. Oh shit, that's on me. I seen them, but I was thinking about something else. All right, let's get to some other shit real quick. G Percy on Big Scar.
Well, you know, I don't want to, you know, because it really, nobody ever really just came out and said what it officially was, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
But
drug overdose.
It's been a lot of people, it's been going around that he possibly passed away from overdose on like purpose.
Why is that so hard to say?
That right there ain't no surprise.
Right.
Shout out to R.I.P. to the Big Mo.
No, Big Scar.
No, I heard that part.
No,
I said Big Mo
too.
R.I.P. to Pimp C.
Yeah, Big Mo. R.I.P. man.
How they find Pimp C?
Yeah.
Okay. Shit. R.I.P. to Michael Jackson.
Alright.
Shit. I'm just saying though.
Yeah.
A bunch of people like that.
These cats got so much going on. One thing about them cats right there with money, you can get the best of the best. See, R.I.P. to Pimp C. Tales from a crib. Man, I knew this nigga named Pimp C from Port Art, Texas, man. I understand him and a nigga named Bun B used to run together, man. The nigga used to come home, tell me something good. Every time I listened to him, he never tell me nothing bad. He told me something good. The nigga only had one thing, nigga, he had his own habit. See, one thing about a lot of people in these streets, everybody got their head. Shit, I got mine too. See, I probably got about two of them. No sex and drugs.
Yeah. Habits.
You understand me?
Right.
Two that I have to have. And what is a habit? Something that you have to have. Shit, I'm talking about, but Pimp C was a good person. The way they found Pimp C, I brought him up to say that these cats come home and these niggas in the street, they got money that can afford the best of the best. Now in the hood, you might get generic shit.
Right.
You understand me? You know, where you get yours out the hood, but where you get yours uptown.
Yeah.
Well, you know, uptown, ain't no cut on it.
They got that fire over there.
Hello.
Yeah.
Wait, let's make him sit.
What
What do you mean by that? Let me say it
Hey.
again. It ain't been stepped on. Hello. Shit.
Very lace, no
you know
chase.
that part. They can buy the best of the best. So the shit
about
that
to get
I get in the
killed
hood,
fucking around
it
trying
might
to say
last
that,
me.
dude.
My high line lasts two days or something. I mean, one day, you know, shit, I'm high and it's gone. Damn.
Yeah.
Shit they buy with their money up to shit. They how gonna stay there for the you know,
couple
for a
weeks.
minute. Cause they get the best of the best. Pimp C came home and one thing Pimp C didn't know that he had a fresh body. He was in TDC, nigga, doing time, and his system had
Cleaned up. He was ready to go.
detoxed all the way around. I ain't never been a syrup sipper. I ain't never been a pill popper. I ain't never, I did my set of drugs, from weed to to the crash and smash game. Y'all have to figure that out. I marched in the band. I mowed the yard.
Let's go.
I didn't play the horns.
What I get hit with?
Okay.
Sniper
On the street,
ass.
niggas know what I'm talking about. I marched in the band. I mowed yards, nigga.
Yeah.
I mowed the yard, nigga. I didn't play the horns, nigga. I didn't march in the band, I didn't blow the horns.
Yeah.
I just mowed the lawn. That's it, just a little more on the lawn. I just mowed the lawn a little bit. But anyway, saying that to say this, Diamond, man, them niggas get a hold to some exotic drugs.
Right.
And they shit ain't in the hood. They ain't got the generic where nigga that came and trying to make their money back off shit. They get the shit that they can
get up on that roof.
I'm not finna buy no perk from no hood, nigga.
Yeah.
If I go up here and get a perk, you go to the hood, they got Superman, Batman, Robins, and everything else. That here the same thing say with the real shit. You know what I'm saying? And anything you abuse, nigga, you know what I'm saying? Anything you do too much of, you can abuse. I don't give a fuck if it's coffee or cigarettes.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I don't give a damn if it's milk. A bowl of cereal. And you do too much of it, you abuse it, niggas gonna fuck over you.
Yeah, I mean, it's crazy though, because like all the artists right now that's, you know, that's dying off these overdoses and things like many perks, they young. Oh,
Yeah, they body haven't developed yet. You know, just like a baby getting shot with AK.
Yeah.
Your baby body can't handle that bullet. These niggas' bodies can't. They ain't got old enough yet to start fucking with that shit. You know, they slipping. No, they slipping the drugs on these niggas now that the old people take. You know, I'm gonna tell y'all something. I came up and the pills didn't mean shit.
Right. Yeah.
Nigga, Tylenol, my ibuprofen, ho. We came up in the area where pills was for the hippies. Only nigga you heard was on pills, some motherfucking hippie. White folk do the pills. Niggas, they're flying around their little world and shit. But shit, you know.
Yeah.
But like I told Dime, you know, to get back to that young man's story, man, it's a lot of these niggas doing these drugs, man, and they get the best of the best, and that shit'll eat them inside out.
Right.
That shit'll eat them inside out. That shit is more potent than hood drugs. They should take you from 0 to 1 million real quick. You dig what I'm saying? And saying that to say this, man, you know, hey, I've never overdosed. R.I.P. to my niece, man, Nisha. Last year she decided to go in the club for the first time and get her dance on and jam, and she took an X pill and died right on the dance floor.
Damn.
But nice, beautiful young girl, school, college kid. Her body wasn't used to nothing like that. She ain't been through nothing like that. She didn't know what that was about.
Yeah.
She went in there and died the first night on the dance floor of a heart attack. Heart racing so fast while she dancing, she don't know what's going on. She died on the dance floor.
That's crazy.
So y'all gotta be working with pills. I don't know what's in the pill.
Yeah, I was just about to ask you, what's in these pills?
Oh, I don't know. Cocaine and heroin.
No more.
Two of the most deadliest drugs in the world. You either gonna have an up or a down. And heroin is the most addictive drug ever invented in mankind. Mm-hmm. You know, they know niggas don't use needles and do it how they do it no more.
Yeah.
The withdrawal symptoms are horrifying. I've never ever in my life fucked with nothing like that. You know what I'm saying? Scared of that shit there, man. What I seen it do to people.
Right.
I've never hit a crack pipe in my life because of what it do to people. You know what I'm saying? I mean, drugs I see, and I damn that new shit they got now, shit.
Hell no.
See, when I was doing drugs, nigga had to slip it. They slipped it in on me.
Got him already.
See, I knew better than to put cocaine in my weed.
Yeah.
But I didn't know niggas was dirty enough to do it to you. You dig what I'm saying?
Yeah.
If I had a choice to say, nigga, I don't do that, bro. But see, I wasn't left no choice. Niggas snuck it in on me. You know what I'm saying? And thought it was something. They're lacing a nigga up, and I'm thinking I'm cool with the rest of the cool cats.
Yeah.
But they don't know the more they pass it to, the more you get an addiction. That's an addictive drug. That y'all got y'all lacing that weed up with and shit like that. You don't do your shit like that. You dig what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And you know, that's the most snakiest nigga in the world. I could never stand niggas that I ever seen turn females at. I couldn't do nothing with them. You dig what I'm saying? It used to run me hot. When the nigga said, yeah, man, I had that whole high motherfucker last night. Why you do her like that, huh? You know, because you know what? Every time I hear a nigga did a woman like that, I feel like how a nigga did me too. You hear me? That's how I look at the game in life when it came down to addiction. And one of the choice I had was because I was in the streets too fast and didn't know what was going on. The niggas played on me. You understand me? I see a lot of college girls, a lot of church people go out here in these streets and get around niggas that when you don't know the game, they'll play it on you. Yeah. That's their demon they did, and they want to see you have that same demon too. You dig what I'm saying? It's a lot of people play on a lot of people, man, and drugs is one of them.
Damn.
The weakest. Ladies, they'll have you and be looking at you and looking at you on that shit. Yeah, I got her. Look at her. She nodding out.
Yeah.
She'll be ready in a minute.
Praying on her.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. They set up for the downfall.
Yeah.
Get her home and do her dirty. She wake up, ass wide open, mouth, shit running down side of the corner. I'm like, God damn. Oh, shit, I can't even walk. What the fuck this nigga do to me? Yeah, Bill Cosby ain't the only nigga been doing shit. Bill Cosby, I mean, my bad. Bill Cosby ain't the only one been doing shit like that. Some snakes out here, man. It's a lot of dirty, rotten, bitch-ass niggas and some hoe-ass women that'll turn a younger bitch out just so the young bitch can get out there and they'll look out there and leave them out there. And later on in life, they'll grow up and get to doing better than they was, and they'll still see that same person that they left out there. And won't even throw no rope or no help, because you know what? You did that. That little girl didn't know nothing about drugs. That young man didn't know nothing about no drugs. No dope, no powder, no crack, no cocaine, no heroin, no speed, no perks, no uppers, no downers, no nothing. You gave that to him and told him somebody turned him on to it.
Yeah.
And told him that was cool to do. Ask me how I know.
How you know?
Because a nigga did me like that.
Right.
Yeah, man, you know, when you don't know, you don't know. I grew up in a church environment.
Right.
And by the time I hit the outside world and niggas got out there, I didn't know that, you know, I looked at a movie coming up, y'all called Pinocchio.
Yeah.
You understand me? And Pinocchio, you know, he was a good little character made. Then he got out there in the, you know, he got out there in the streets and he ran into a lot of slick niggas. And I was reminded of being Pinocchio, you know. Understand me? And you know, because once you get out there, the nigga put you out there, you'll lie and say, I ain't out there.
Yeah.
Shit, nigga. I do this every time I lie. I say, God damn. It's my shit, you know, because I believe in Pinocchio. Don't lie, person.
Yeah, yeah.
Nigga, you know what,
got your shit going.
Nah, I do like this sometimes. I be like, damn.
Yeah, but see.
Damn, man, and that's how much I believe. But yeah, but I'm saying that to say this, Pinocchio in the movie, man, he ran into some slick niggas, man. Y'all go back and check that mode. Them con artist niggas he ran into. You know, them flip-flop niggas, they was jive, hey, what's up, homie? You know, they knew he was wood there, man, you know, we got, you know, and they took Pinocchio fast.
Mm-hmm.
I am, you know, I know what Pinocchio was going through, y'all. See, the sad thing about that story, man, and them books that you read like that, them are real life tales in real life, you know what I'm saying? You gonna run into a lot of slick niggas out here you don't know nothing about. See, one thing I tell people about the streets, you just don't end up like this. People create things like this.
Right.
God made everything good. Everything upon the sun was good, man. You understand me? It's just the things we run into out here in the world is that we don't know nothing about.
Right.
And sad thing, God, we have to learn the hard way. You hear me?
Yeah.
Or we can just stay connected. You hear me? Drugs is a bad. I'm glad Diamond brought it up because you know a lot of niggas like say Percy this, Percy that. Well, you know Percy have been not a lot of things because I was scared of drugs. I looked at drugs. I seen what drugs, nigga. Ain't nothing in this hoe. If it was something in this hoe, Diamond he wouldn't even be able to get in the door. He just be knocking. I mean, hell no.
Yeah.
You know because I had a pride, you know, on the shit I did. I didn't do my shit in public. When I got high in public, I had to learn a hard lesson. Because niggas tell from a crib, man, I went to a place called McKinney Job Code. And in McKinney Job Code, nigga, I ran into a nigga named Anthony. Yeah, man, and that's why I got played like Pinocchio with. Percy, y'all can call me Triple P, man. Percy played Pinocchio, man.
Yeah.
I played the part. I played the part that in Job Code. I was in Job Code, man. I remember on the weekends, you know, anybody that's been in Job Code, no, I'm not lying.
Yeah.
Y'all can go on, smile and laugh. The weekends is the shit. Right, I know. Everybody on job, hell yeah. You know, that's the time that the staff is gone and you know everybody's left there, you know, to fend for themselves. You know what I'm saying? You can be grown, you don't gotta worry about school, nobody fucking with you, you know, and some people go home to their houses, you know, on weekends and come back. You understand me? Some people travel out of town, get on buses, you know. I used to take my friends, jump on the bus and come back. But anyway, when I was in job, I ran into a nigga named Ant from Houston.
Yeah.
You know, 16 years old. I was 16. Ran away. I said, you know, just like PMG. I'm out of here. I gotta go. I hit the streets. That's why I look at my kids. I can say I know what they going through.
Right.
I had already fucked it off at 15 and 14.
Already.
Yeah.
Yeah.
At 13. Shit.
Right.
At 12, my bad. Yeah, 12 years old.
I think I did in 6th grade.
I sliced the Mexican across the face in the 6th grade. I was put out of school for the entire school year, 6th grade.
Yeah.
I didn't slice him across the face. I thought I was tough. I was scared. He punched me in my nose. Shit.
Yeah.
And he punched me in my nose. Fuck that. You know, shit. It went for what I know. But anyway,
Damn, bro, I should've
16 years
stayed
old,
in
I
the
booked up and I went off. I went to McKinney Job Corps, man. And McKinney Job Corps, now I'm around niggas that's 21 and 24 years old, that's going fast, and they looking at the young niggas that come in as fresh meat. You understand me? I thought McKinney Job Corps was a place you go learn, get your skit up, you know what I'm saying, learn your skill, you know, some real shit. I came find out I had just enrolled myself into my first institution.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna let y'all soak in that for a minute. I had just enrolled myself into my first Job Corps institution. Yeah, it's a good place to go. Well, you better. It's just like being locked up, but in a federal prison. You understand me? You got a lot of freedom, a lot of walk around space, but you can't leave the motherfucker.
Yeah.
That part. But anyway, I ran into this nigga named Ant on the weekends. Cause on the weekends, you know, the only thing we knew was to smoke weed.
Yeah.
Nigga, weed was the best thing going, and niggas that came up with a new thing called Red Hair Sis. And we thought that was the shit. Then another nigga came there and he said he got some boat. What the fuck is boat? Okay, shit.
Yeah.
Then another nigga came back and said, nigga, I got some skunk. Skunk?
Skunk.
What the
That
fuck?
skunk weed, that's what Uncle Eugene
Shit,
used to
nigga,
say.
the weed was getting better and better and better. And then niggas say, cuz, I didn't know I got some Primo. Well, you know, me being stupid as a motherfucker, here go another good weed.
Yeah.
You hear me? Straight up. So
Primo
nigga went to
is
smoking with me, he
cocaine,
ran out like goddamn, he kept running and coming back. I ain't paying this shit no attention. Nigga, we just smoked the joint. Why you firing up another one? I'm trying to figure out why he smoking up another one. We just fired up, we just smoked one. We ain't even got to enjoy our high and laughing at this nigga firing up another one. I'm like, damn, we get, I ain't never smoking nobody get high like this, you know what I'm saying? And he would tell me to stay in the room. I'm finna go get the stick, I'll be right back. And he would never let me see it, so time came by, come to find out, he came back, he said, I said, God damn. When I hit the weed, I said, you know what, damn. That weed get you high fast as a motherfucker. That's better than the skunk, the bow, the red earth says. You know what I'm saying? And the regular weed.
Yeah.
This nigga weed, damn, he said, you like that? Yeah, I like that. And he's just staring at me.
Yeah.
Niggas just staring at me because guess what he know? He know he's snaking me.
Yeah, he put some shit in there.
Put me on some shit I ain't never tried before. He know this nigga don't even know what's in that motherfucker. He know that. I'm 16 years old. This man's 23 years old. I mean 24 years old. In Job Corps. Don't even supposed to be in this motherfucker.
Yeah.
Bitch, you supposed to been gone and graduated and went home, got your trade. You in there living off the land. In this place. No, you know, every time you get ready to go home, he sign up for another trade so he can stay longer.
So he can stay.
And that's how Job Corps used to run. And niggas was living in this motherfucker with no rent free. Shit. Say, man, I paid the shit no attention, you understand, man, as I got older. And then another nigga turned around and snaked me again, about like, when I was like 18 years old.
Right.
Nigga snaked me, said, man, you know, and then I was used to the nigga in Job Corps, with the nigga in Job Corps, after the nigga asked me, how you ever smoked a mo, man? I said, nah, nigga. I mean, shit, here go dumbass person. Don't know the streets, but wanna be bad. Don't know what's going on in the streets, but wanna be tough. Don't know what's going on in the street, nigga, you just got out of church, nigga.
Yeah.
You been going to church for 17 motherfucking years. Now here you ain't been out here 2 years and you think you know the streets? Well, guess what? These niggas that you ran grew up without a mama and a daddy. These niggas grew up in this motherfucker eating noodles way before you even heard of them motherfucker. They didn't get allowance, nigga, like you did, Percy. They didn't grow up, you know, going to church every Sunday with their nice dress clothes on like your mama used to have you, Percy. You understand me? Nigga, they came up standing on the porch, nigga, with jelly running down their motherfucking chest.
Yeah.
Eating serve sandwiches, nigga, eating motherfucking, shit like that. Ask me how I know, damn.
Yeah. How you know?
I seen them.
Yeah.
But we wasn't them.
Holy shit, I killed that motherfucker.
Hello! I had to go to school with them.
Yeah.
The people with the nappy hair when yours was combed. The people that smell like piss, like they just got out the goddamn shower. Yeah. When you knew you was smelling good. The nigga shoes that was toe up on the bottom when you had on brand new tracks. And guess what? Tracks is the lowest, the cheapest shoe you could buy back then. You can get 3 pair of them in that basket right there at Kmart's, nigga, for $9.99.
Yeah.
So I don't know what's wrong with them people feet. The people look like they didn't have nobody when they get dropped off at school, nigga, you be like, damn. But anyway, That's what's in the streets, person. You
Holy
just got in the
shit,
streets.
how did I miss
you
all
don't know what the
those?
fuck going on, man.
That's fucking crazy.
But then you want to be bad. You didn't left home, so I guess you know. For my mama said, for me and her house, it was only one rule: we gonna serve the Lord.
Yeah.
Y'all ain't gonna believe what I'm gonna tell you. Well, I ain't want to serve the Lord no more. Shit. Yeah, I just said, fuck it, mama.
Right.
I ain't gonna make it here. Too many rules. Shit, every time I look up here, y'all just told me the other day I can't even think shit. You know, if I think I'm wrong for thinking, do a man thinking? Sure, well, god damn, shit. Right. You know what? Fuck it, I'm gone. Cause I know what, if that's the case, funny. I'm not built for it. I'm not gonna make it. Nigga, I be thinking some fucked. I'm pervert all type of shit. I'm out of there. God know I'm thinking. I'm in trouble for thinking.
Yeah.
Then what the fuck he give us a brain for? What the fuck he give us a mind for?
Right.
You understand me? I mean, I don't understand it. Now we can't. You wrong, Mom. I'm not gonna make it to heaven. I'm not gonna make it.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. Matter of fact, you know, I think I just rather go to hell because you know we go to church every day down here. And I'm gonna lie, y'all. I thought something was wrong with me because I said I don't like going to church. I didn't fuck around, you know, and I said, man, something wrong, man. Mama don't even know it.
Yeah.
But I don't like sitting here listening to the preacher preach. Wow. I don't like the songs they don't even be jamming. I don't like this shit. I don't like it. And then one thing the lady told me, and this is what did it for me. She said, baby, just be happy because when you die, every day gonna be Sunday. I said, oh, hell no.
Yeah.
Fuck that.
Every day? Nigga, I don't even like Sunday. It comes once a week.
He hated church.
Nigga, fuck some church. I'm just saying, that I couldn't say it then. You get slapped in your motherfucking mouth. Shut your mouth talking like that in my house. Mm-hmm. Shit. See, that's one thing, you know. Mama will whoop you over weak shit, but she'll beat the shit out of you over Jesus.
Yeah, yeah.
That type of shit.
Yeah.
I'm talking about you fuck over Jesus, you out of there. Don't say, yeah. They'll treat you like you just, man, good.
OG person.
Don't say nothing to me.
Hey, get a light.
Well, I'm just talking about Jesus. Come on, man. Say it again. I just think you don't have to, you know, I'm going to say it one more time, Mama. I'm going to have to say it. I know you're going to hit me, do what you want to. Then you're going to fuck around and get your ass whooped. My mama don't even cuss. But I just told Mama one thing. I said, Mama, I don't think I got to go to Jesus to get to heaven. What? Everybody got to go through Jesus to get to heaven. Ain't no man to see the Father face without going through Jesus. Well, I mean, I'm just saying, though, Mama, I just feel like, you know, no, that's just Jesus. You know, and we all, you know, created equal. You know, and all he was just a son of God. That's what he said. He said in the Bible. Yes, he was. Well, I hate to tell you this, so am I. Shit. Hey, shit, don't try to swing on me now. That's how deep them Christians. Hey, don't you talk like that in my house. Fuck wrong with Mama? God damn, I'm just saying, do it make sense? And one thing, when it starts to make sense in the white folk, and under the white law, they go crazy.
Yeah.
Y'all just stay right on this roller coaster. But my thing is, Mama would go crazy over that church law, but shit, she didn't even study to show herself approved. Mama, right. I don't want you to swing on, but the Bible says study for yourself and to show thyself. That means you will know for yourself. Because when he told me that and I did, you know, and I ain't no Bible thumper. I couldn't even fucking read, but I found the most important page in that book to say, man, fuck that book. It says, slaves, obey your master. Oh, shit. Wait a minute. Come on. What that say right there? It says, slaves, obey your master.
Right.
Well, you gotta tell me nothing else.
Yeah.
I don't think, you know, if we all go as children, he created all of us. I don't think he put none of us down here to be a slave.
Yeah.
Shit. I don't think he put none of us down here to get hung from trees and get our nuts castrated from us and beat to death with whips in front of our children and everything. I don't think that we put us down there for money. You think God... Now I'm one of God's children. Saying that to say this. When you grow up one of God's children, you have to deal with the other side of the fence. Y'all better believe me one thing, nigga, evil is real, man, and people don't give a fuck how you feel. I have actually met people that say that they work for the devil.
Right.
Yeah.
Nah, for real. I have that. Shout out to
real.
my nigga, man. Shout out to my nigga Joker. Thungo Blast. Shout out to Joker, man. Thungo Blast SA, man. He's a Joker, man. Shout out to Joker. He works for the devil. He told me. Straight up, I ain't never heard a man say this in our life. They thing is to do what they say they do. When you run into people, good kids. This for the good kids. I'm talking to the good kids right now.
Yeah.
You know, the ones like, you know, like Diamond children and my children.
Yeah.
Now y'all gonna do the yo children. Yeah, mine.
Yeah, you got some good ones.
Thank you, Diamond. Yeah. Appreciate you. We just don't expose them to you bad people.
Yeah.
Like somebody exposed me to bad things. Nah. We alright. I'm gonna let him stay where he is.
Yeah, keep him in the back pocket.
That part. You never know what's in the billfold.
Yeah.
With the zip on it. Now I love that baby dad. Shout out to Spicy, man. Stay folded up, Spicy. You understand me? Yeah. But anyway, them type of children don't belong to expose you to the type of niggas I'm talking about. And when you do expose them type of children to niggas like, you know, good kids, only thing they want to see is that kid turn back. It's hard for a good kid to make good decisions. Why? I don't know. What I mean by good decisions, when he get around bad people in life and then they figure, man, I don't do that. I'm too good for that.
Yeah, yeah.
It's for some reason it never happens. White folks came up with a thing called peer pressure. Well, now it's just, you know, what's in style is what people know people want to feel in. Man, here, man, shit, nigga, here, nigga, hit this motherfucker, nigga. Oh, he hit it. Oh, look at it, he hit that motherfucker. He hit it, get out there, young nigga. You look at that, young nigga, that he hit that off. Hit that off, young nigga.
God,
you know, another nigga just spring
so
about $10 worth of crack in that motherfucker.
Right? It's crazy.
Looking at you. Looking, and then he start looking at you. You hit that motherfucker, you crunk like a motherfucker. You hit that hole, then you. First thing you do, you get.
Try to hit hard.
It ain't funny no more to you. Guess what? It's just funny to him now.
Yeah.
Look at the snake. Guess you know why it's so funny to him? Because the devil just won again.
Yeah.
And it only takes a demon and a devil to do somebody like you, like that, youngster. Why? Shit. We don't know why you took it.
Yeah.
We don't know what made you stick your hand up there and say, I know why, because that's what you wanted to do.
And that's what I wanted to ask you, like, and you already explained it.
We right there at the edge.
Yeah.
We reaching. What make them say stop, Dom? Go ahead, what was you gonna say?
Like, cause you just had said it a while ago, and I was gonna ask you, like, man, what do you think that's turning these kids, like, making them go to rap to where they think it's cool to do this, or that's what they putting in the music? Cause I remember you saying when you was younger, the music influenced you to do a lot of things.
Most definitely now the music. Most definitely the internet, you know. Oh man, these niggas got. Hey man,
ain't no chance.
Thank you for the crack era, God. I appreciate you for the crack era. I appreciate God for the crack era, because when we thought crack was the hardest thing there was in the world. Because after crack, I thought, you know, shit, man, I bet I ain't never fucking with drugs. Shit. But I had never seen a heroin addict. I ain't never seen a meth head. I ain't never seen what them perks would do to a nigga.
Yeah.
I had never seen what the,
can't even get on about it.
The fentanyl doing to these boys now. I thank God that I didn't catch the ice age.
Right.
I thank God that I don't do dip. I don't dip and get wet up in embalming fluid. Y'all call it PCP at the drug lab. So that let me know crack wasn't shit.
Yeah.
Cause every drug I name after crack, shit. Them the drug addicts. Yeah, I seen a girl just picking her. I said, what the fuck? She say, something, cry, bitch, ain't nothing on you. And she picked until she couldn't pick no more.
Damn.
And by the time you looked at her hand, she had picked through her hand, she had picked through her face and everything. And one girl kept saying something was crawling on. I said, bitch, ain't nothing crawling on. It's crawling on me. It's on me. It's on me. Oh, get it out. Man, bitch, ain't nothing on you. Bitch running around. Oh, get it on me. Get it on me. It's on me. Thank God for the crack era.
Yeah. Yeah.
Shit. I see motherfucking wrong. Some hoes.
You got it,
Hey,
bro.
bitch, what are you looking for, hoe? God damn. Ain't shit in there the same. Hold on.
Rambling and shit.
Man.
Ain't looking for shit.
And the one that I can't stand the most.
Oh, come on.
This one right here.
Got him.
The fuck?
Yeah.
I got one bitch that's put lipstick. That didn't work. What you doing now? Tyler Purple on. Bitch, you high. Then one bitch just sit there and just pick. Cause you gonna pick your fucking eye out.
Alright.
What kind of drug? I mean, shit, Tales from a crib. Person was out on his drug binge one day. You know, me, myself, when I get my drugs, I had to go be by myself. I go by myself. I got me a normal ass one. Went and got my drugs. And I went and got me a room. Shit, I'm gonna turn up.
Yeah.
Understand me? Me, my drugs, and I. You understand me? But you know, it ain't, you know, only time I do the drugs is when I got me a hoe. I like to get freaky. That's the only time when I do my drugs, some freaky shit. I got some porn shit going, or I got me a bitch laying right here and she gonna be the porn.
Yeah.
You understand me? So that night I wanted, you know, the best of both worlds. The porn and a live bitch at the same time. How about that?
Yeah.
All the drugs I need. So I told my partner, I said, cuz, they bring me, they done run them a bad motherfucker through her. Man, I got ya.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna throw you $20, nigga. You drop off, and 20 for dropping off. Man, give me one of them, man. I got the jack one for you, cuz. I said, oh, yeah. It's going down. I'll be there in about 20 minutes, man. Give me that 20. Bet. Okay, I got what she needs in case she know she wanna do her drug. Man, what's her drug of choice so I can get her right? You know what I'm saying, man? Got a drug, tell me I got her right. Bam, she on her way. I know this nigga be around some bad ones. He showed up, oh, okay, I said, nice little piece of game. Got a little leather jacket on. She came in with a leather jacket all the way on.
Yeah.
Had a little fishnet stockings on showing. I said, okay. Oh, hell yeah, nigga, nigga, 10 extra, nigga. That's a bad motherfucker. I said, okay, nigga, bye, hop, but blam, slam the door, bye. Lock everything up. It's me and her, you know.
Yeah.
No, goddamn, in the drug. Let's go to work. We in the room, goddamn me, so, you know, shit, I ain't got comfortable, shit, you know, I just set the mood, bitch. Bitch, I ain't rushing you, you ain't gotta rush me, bitch. When it's time to jump off, you ready to jump off, bitch, jump on. You understand me? I'm already ready, yo. Bitch, I'm over skitzing off you. Just imagine what I'm finna do to you. Yeah. I don't know if I'm sticking in your dick, your dick in your ass, your mouth, or your pussy first. You hear me? You understand me? She's sitting there like, okay, this nigga freaky. I said, yeah, bitch. I want all 3 hoes. Oh, nigga, okay. Gave the bitch a little drug right there. And, you know, I had to learn one thing, you know, I'm real happy. I got something, she's talking real nice. She's sitting there. I gave her drugs and she turned around. She said, I don't want to see, won't you looking at me do this? I don't, well, go ahead and do your thing.
Right.
So bitch turned around. doing a little thing and shit. They did like this. Oh shit, I said, what happened? She said something. Oh, damn. Ooh.
Oh shit.
I said, you all right? She said, no, wait a minute. Shit.
He said, are you all right?
Oh shit. Wait a minute, goddamn. I'm on me. God damn it.
He done fucked a
I
good
said, what
job.
the fuck is this hoe doing? Oh shit. Oh god damn it. Man, I said, wait a minute, hold on. I said, god damn, cuz. I said, cuz, come get this bitch, man.
Right.
Man, come get this hoe, man.
Bitch done
Man, she
freaked out.
tripping, ain't she? Man, you knew this hoe was tripping, hoe. Don't bring me this bitch over here, nigga. Man, come get this bitch before I get put out the room and that. Man, come hurry up, nigga. This hoe tripping.
She scaring you and shit.
Nigga,
Oh, that was a
blow
perfect
my
fucking
I gotta start
line.
over. I ain't got money like that. I'm down there out of drugs.
Fucking
Fucking with this hoe. There's one thing about my high when I got high. If you blowed it and you couldn't pay for it, and I ain't got nothing to start over with.
Yeah.
Boy, y'all gonna see that bad. That's that badass person.
Yeah.
Couldn't even blow my high. My high is to get on, and get off. You hear me? Get on and get off on a motherfucker.
Yeah.
That's why I release my
hacking
shit.
again.
B, look, do you got your drugs tonight? I'm on my way. I know. That nigga fool when he get freaky, ain't he? Hell yeah, especially when you get on whatever the fuck you over there doing. Yeah, bitch Superman, Viagra. You understand me? Powering up. Hey, and we ain't going for no 2-minute rides. You hear?
Yeah.
Yeah, bitch, bitch, man, you ain't, come on, man. Little bitch told me the other night, man, you better lay down and go to bed. I thought y'all be, women be, man, go to get in this bed, old man. You tripping. Go to sleep.
Wow.
Hell no, you ain't finna do my pussy like that all night. I know it. Working out, I'm working out. Oh, really like, you ready? Ready for what? Round 3. Man, you crazy as a motherfucker. Bitch, you ain't gonna have me walking all fucked up in the morning. I can't already be. But hey, anyway, said it to say this, man. Drugs ain't never been fun.
Yeah.
Until I got to myself.
Yeah.
A nigga used to tell me, man, don't get high with everybody. Get high by yourself. Yeah, niggas used to tell me, don't do that like that. Don't get to yourself, boy. Go get high by yourself. Don't do your drugs, get to yourself. And I listened to that nigga one time. And I never forget, I got my drugs one time and I went to the park and I said to myself, and I had my little drugs and I did my drugs on my own. You dig what I'm saying? I was like, damn, but you know what? What that man told me, you understand me? Can I say, quit getting your drugs, sitting around getting everybody else high.
Right.
Cause when I got high, I thought, get everybody else high. She enjoyed. But niggas say, man, why every time I come in there and I felt like I had to feed the table? You come in there, I guess y'all don't know. I'm the only, every time I look around, I'm the only nigga on drugs. Well, yeah, I have been down that road before.
Right.
But when I walk into these spots and everybody got their drugs, I had, it take at least 5 years to get fucked over in the streets before you catch on what's even happening in the streets.
Right.
Nigga, you be buying dimes and 20s and shit when you could have been getting. I just tried to give me a 20. Well, that is a 20. Well, I don't get that for 20. They give me this for 20. Well, you been getting fucked over for years. Until you learn somebody that knows somebody that knows somebody that knows, then you can get what you need. But other than that, I used to get off to myself and go get high because the old nigga told me that. Came to find out that old nigga wasn't doing nothing but making a monster inside of me.
Yeah.
Come to find out my biggest enemy had become the inner me. You understand me? Getting to myself.
Yeah.
Yeah. I become my worst self enemy. Nigga come find out can't run from me. Can't get away from me. They can send me around and I think, goddamn, I must need to go out of town and get away from this shit. We ain't where you go, Percy, because I'm with you. You can't run from you.
Exactly.
I'm like, goddamn, Percy. Damn. I can't run from me. Yeah, because the shit that's fucking me up is what the nigga told me, nigga. Get to yourself. Yeah, so I had become battling me. I had a battle inside of me that was fucking me up when it came to me and drugs.
Yeah.
Shit. As y'all can see, we still fighting. Hold on. This ain't a drug, y'all. Fuck is y'all talking about? Don't look at me like, this smoke, don't start that shit. That nigga sitting there smoking right there in front of them. Well, if it was unleaded and not regular,
yeah,
Diamond wouldn't be sitting there. You understand me? Because I've been a master gas.
Yeah.
Let y'all soak in that for a minute. If it was regular, if it was unleaded and wasn't a regular, I've been the master gas. I'd have been gone. I don't sit still. You understand me? But saying that to get down to the real note, man, you gotta know who you is, man.
Yeah.
These streets run circles around a church boy. Ask me how I know.
How you know?
Cause they did it to me. Yeah, Percy, nigga, I was a church boy. I was a church boy that wanted to grow up and say, fuck some church, I don't want to, man, hey, man. Nigga, I'm bad. Shit. I ain't built for church. But my mama had Minister Elder Louise Carter. You gonna go to church. You gonna go to church to get your ass slapped in the mouth or a stone. One thing about my mama, she wasn't a mean person, real mean until it came down to church.
Yeah.
Right? That's fun.
And your church supposed to be the worst
bring it out of you.
Y'all think y'all slick. Y'all some abusive motherfuckers, though. You hear me?
Right.
I was thinking about, Master P the other day when we did a little conversation on it. And I had thought about something, Diamond, that, even his daughter. Wow. went out on an overdose.
Yeah.
Have you ever heard the saying back in the day? They say the preacher children be the worst ones. What we do? I said the same thing about the superstars. They kids be the worst motherfucking ones. I seen we grew up watching a show called Different Strokes.
How the fuck?
I used to like the white girl Kim. You know, you had Willis and Arnold. Arnold was the little short one. Willis was the other one. They stayed with Mr. Drummond. They did Different Strokes. And the white girl always wanted to fuck the white girl. I ain't gonna lie, I was in love with the white girl. As time got older, I came to find out the white girl OD'd in real life. I like, what a white girl? She, you know, she killed. God damn. Some people wonder how some people, you know what I'm saying, get to themselves and go out without a pistol to their head. Pimp C died right on the side of his codeine cup. That's what they said.
Yeah.
You understand me? I don't know how Michael Jackson got for. But I'm saying that to say this, man, when you get somewhere and you get along and your drug beat you,
yeah,
shit, because it will beat you.
Damn, got his ass.
To the ground. If you can't get back, it'll beat you down. Believe me, your drug will beat you. I don't give a damn what you're doing. Keep doing it and do enough of it and find out what happened to you.
Right.
Shit. Ask me how I know.
How you know?
Because my drug beat me down so far one time, nigga, it had me living in the streets. My drug was so bad on me one time, nigga, my mama then wouldn't even let me in the motherfucking house.
Right.
My drug was so bad on me, they locked all the motherfucking doors in and put the boys. See, let me tell y'all something about OG Percy. There ain't nothing that you can tell somebody about me that I can't tell them about myself. Oh, I'm not in a closet. I ain't never been R. Kelly. Yeah, but I be on my R. Kelly shit. Yeah, that's my business. Y'all don't quit being nosy. See, really want to see that story, see they hear the real story. But anyway, I'm saying that to say this, man, if you got parents that try to keep you away from shit, children, y'all stay away. I mean, they tell you for your own good. You got some kids, I used to watch a mama trick her daughter out as a little girl.
Oh, he's up there.
And whoop her ass when she didn't come back with the cash. You understand me? Because of her addiction. I ended up going with a woman one time and I was in love with her. I won't mention her name. I was in love with her like a motherfucker, but I knew her mama was on drugs bad.
Yeah.
And I'm in the streets and shit one day and I run into a nigga and he said, say, man, you know your baby mama, you know, damn. We're gonna stop telling that story now, cause I just slipped up. But this woman, you know, she be trying to put your mama after your baby, after what? You lying to me? I shot over there. I shot to the house when I was in my CCI days. But I'm just letting y'all know, I came up around, you know, situation when it came down to dealing with drugs and being around people on drugs that are shocking nigga mind. You know, it's terrible in these streets. Gangbanging ain't got shit. What you think the gangbangers on? They on drugs. I don't know a sober gangbanger.
Right.
I don't think you can do it sober. I can do it now sober, because it ain't no banging going on. Shit, when there was some banging going on, nigga gonna have to hit a pill and he can get out real good. You know what I'm saying? Nigga gonna have to hit a line and he can get out real good on the kill. Right. You ain't gonna get a kill, you're not being on nothing. You're not gonna not be on nothing. You understand me? And do what you do in the game. Shit, you gotta be mentally unstable.
Right.
To do the shit niggas ask you to do. Ain't no way a nigga tell me here, cuz here, take this, man, go pop that whole ass nigga. Nigga, I just got out of church.
Alright.
You ain't gonna do no shit. Let me go. What you gonna do,
come
cuz?
on. I would've.
Oh, y'all hear that? Y'all hear that? That's my mama called me. Mama said I come in the house. I gotta go in the house. I gotta go in the house. That's my mama. That ain't your mama, cuz. What you doing, cuz? I gotta go. My mama called me, nigga. I felt fucked up in the game, but at the same time, I was the only nigga in the game still getting whoopings.
Right.
You getting whooping, nigga? Yeah, I get a whooping, nigga. I can't go home like that, nigga. I'll get my ass. These niggas didn't get whoopings. They had mamas and daddies that didn't give a fuck, though.
Yeah.
I had a mama that did. I had a mama where you going to school. Shit, yeah, you going to school. Shit, you get your ass what? I had a mama where you was gonna pass every class. Fuck some going to school, nigga. You gonna pass. You got whooping when your ass didn't pass.
Yeah.
Fuck you talking about? You better not come in with no fucked up report card. And you damn sure better not come in that motherfucker with that no report card.
Yeah.
Hello. Shit. Nigga, I ain't getting that. They said you gotta come up to the shit. Boy, my mama what? You lying to me, you better make up or something. You know, mama, can you come up to the school? And I was that nigga, he go to shit. My mama didn't play nigga. My mama worked in the Ku Klux Klan when it came down to discipline her children. I'm sorry, mom.
Damn.
Yeah, she ain't play no game when it came down to I said she was worse than the Ku Klux Klan when it came. I didn't know whose side she was on. Shit. What she do us? You know, I got damn. But the love came after that. Now if you just dry got down, I ain't see no love either. You just dry getting down. But mama whoop you, know I love you, come here, you know I love you. I'm shit. Some whole ass shit right here, man. And it was so fucked up, and I just said at 16, I'm gone. Now, don't get me wrong. You know, when I went out there and decided, you know, I just can't take church no more, and I'm not going to heaven. I just rather go to hell. Understand me? I can't do church every day. I can't do church. I go to church on Mondays, teachers meeting, Tuesdays, choir rehearsal, Wednesday, Bible study, Thursday, choir rehearsal, Friday you off, Saturday back to choir rehearsal, and Sundays back to church. Shit, I can't do it, mama. She got 5 kids and nobody miss a beat. And then mama enrolling you in every shit you don't want to be. She taking up all my school program. I can't play no football because what? I got to be at church at choir rehearsal.
Hell yeah.
God damn, can you play football? No, I got to go to church. I got drill team practice. Damn, can you play? Nah, man, mama got me on the Ursha board too. God damn. When can we go and do what they doing, mama? She know the people at school. You know, when I go to school, you see shit. I tell people don't sit and say what your kid's gonna be in life when you really don't know. Only thing you can say to yourself, hope that your child make a right decision when he walk at them doors, man.
Yeah.
Hey, that's the only thing you mean, God, please, man. No shit. I mean, time will tell.
Oh my God.
No, some of them make the right decision to the ways of the world. The ways of the world. See, I'm tell you, some of you black folks got smart. And I seen you black smoke. I seen y'all. I see what's going on. I see niggas like, cuz, where you? Oh, cuz I'm here at the college. Nigga, how the fuck you going to college? Nigga, I ain't even see you go to school.
Right.
Hey, cuz I go to school every day. Nigga, what school you go to? Watch this. Huh? Watch this. Finna hit you with something. Ambassadors. Fuck you, where you don't see niggas in public school. Yeah. Where you don't see niggas when niggas wearing uniforms and shit. Oh, they go to school. You just don't know. Shh. That's the part they don't want me to tell y'all.
Yeah.
The uniform schools. That's where the smart black. That's why. God damn, cuz what school you go to? I went to
I got one.
Think of something. I ain't gonna say that nigga name. I'm just gonna say Subscribe University.
Yeah.
I went to Subscribe. Where's that at? You know, that's on the other side of Beckham, you know, such and such here and there. You know, you be like, God damn. You know what I'm saying? Good education. They walking to school, these motherfuckers out on please. Cuz, where you coming from? School, nigga.
Yeah.
Nigga, where your polo, where your shoes at, where your clothes at? Cause you just, this fool just like he go to church.
Right, give me a second.
This ain't just like he go to church. Nigga, now he go to school. Where the fuck do they go to school?
All right, I'm back.
school just like that. They go to school, and they don't get basic education. Yeah, you know, they don't get the shit we get at school, regular school. You know, I wonder how these niggas making it, and then them be the ones that say, you know what, cuz where you from, cuz? Catch them niggas in the trap back there stuck. Cuz, what's wrong? Say, cuz, who let this nigga in here, man?
Yeah.
Who let this bitch ass nigga in here? Cuz, who is this? Man, that's little kid, man. What little kid? Like, what's wrong here, high? But cuz, quit all that shit, man. Don't come, no, cuz now, little kid didn't want to go to church and get it right, so the kid went to the street and got stuck in the trap and got on some shit that some niggas put him on because he thought it was in style. Now kid that motherfucker Jones. Now kid thinking he done went from going cool, let's go to OG Perks. I like to make I statements. You know what I'm saying? I had got after so bad, nigga, my family when they set me at the house, nigga, I you know, my job was to take something, anything, shit. Anybody want to buy a spoon? Shit, you understand me? But I never wanted to be a dope fiend. Right. You know what I'm saying? I can't find out dope fiends can be on anything. It can be you got dope fiend ways, you're a dope fiend, nigga. I don't give a fuck if you popping a pill, you snort some heroin, nigga, you got a line little dope fiend, nigga, on that dope fiend shit. Dope fiend ain't always got to do with crack. Nigga, a lot of niggas got dope fiend ways, and you can look at that's a dope fiend ass nigga. You can tell what he doing. Have I ever been a dope fiend? Nope. But I have had some dope fiend ways. I'll rob a motherfucker quick. Yeah. That was some dope fiend shit person did. Yeah, I did that. When I took that nigga shit from over there, man. You went and took all the nigga shit? Man, all of it. Yeah. Shit, that was some dope fiend ass shit. I know, you know, power play. That was my job. We was coming up and niggas was turning, when niggas slipped me a Mickey in my weed. Yeah. And I found out everybody had Mickeys in their weed. Everybody, it's in style. I just didn't know how to make the Mickeys. All I knew what they smell like and I smoke them with them. And then one day I seen a nigga making the Mickey. That look like a mixed drink, homie. Shit, they don't, you know. Here go the spinach right here. All green. It don't need no salt on it. Say, y'all, this nigga just put salt on the spinach. I caught him. I called him to get the, I'm finna kill a nigga when I found out what he was, what was in the Mickey. All right. When I found out when I seen it for my own eyes, this was gonna hurt you, Diamond. Right. Guess how long it took me to see a nigga make a Mickey? How long? 5 years. Damn. I've never seen a nigga put nothing in the weed in my life. All I knew was what they smelled like and what they said they was. And then I finally seen a nigga making one. Yeah. Man. What's it? Hold on. Let's go. I see a nigga putting the shit in the Mickey out there and they killed him. Right. I clicked on him. I told all the click niggas come here cause I just seen this nigga lacing the Mickey.
They was like, okay.
And for some reason, me being a church boy, I don't know what the Mickey's made of. No, I just know what Matthew, Mark, Luke, John, Acts, Romans, Corinthians, Revelations, Deuteronomy, Colossians, Ephesians, you know, the books of the Bible. Right. I don't know what coke, crack, meth, heroin, ice. I don't know none of that. I don't know that part yet. I haven't been introduced to that part of life yet. And you know, sad thing about it, all you good, nice breeding church children out there, they decide, you know, church ain't the way no more. Well, it may not be the way, but your faith is. Just have faith enough to know that ain't the way out there. All right. Ask me how I know, y'all. Diamond ain't got an answer. I can tell you for myself. Because when I was out there and I decided to say, you know, I'm finna try, you got to transition. Your mind, your body, and everything changes over. Your way of thinking, you don't care about no. See, over here, you care about somebody. Over here, you a love a nigga, give a nigga, hey, brother, what's up, nigga? Over there, man, what's cracking, cuz? You know what I mean? What's up, blood? What's popping, folks? People, laws, whatever, you know, everything, you know, it's a different world. Over here, niggas hugging, you know, angel tree, nigga. Joy to the world. Over here, nigga, we looking for a lick. It's Christmas time. Somebody got, you know, they ain't on Christmas time. Shit, that part. Okay, saying that to say this, man,
When I get hit by
it's safe to stay
truck.
where you at.
Right.
It's safe to stay where you at, kids. Don't chase a dream that ain't there, man. Don't never look for a pot of gold at the end of the rainbow.
Diamond Stone TV, OG Percy. See, this was the Big Scar interview, but this shit was a fucking hour, and I wasn't planning on listening to the whole thing, but shit was really good. I mean, like I said, if you like this type of stuff, I don't know.
It ain't there. It ain't there. I spend my life in the trenches. But I thank God that He showed me early age when I found the pot of gold, y'all. I did find it. And guess what it was? It wasn't no gold in it. It was just a pot. You hear me?
Yeah.
It was just a pot and a plot. You understand me? Wasn't no gold in it. Them niggas lied to me. The only way I got out that grave, I had to climb out that grave myself, man. Them niggas had already buried me in the streets. You know what I'm saying? I had to climb out that grave myself. It's not fun not being trusted. It's not fun when don't nobody want you around.
Wow, that didn't blow that up?
It's
That's
not
crazy.
fun when niggas gotta look at you different because they looking at what you doing.
Yeah.
It's not fun when you gotta start over and prove something to somebody that don't give a fuck about you anyway. It's not fun when you gotta speak to people and them niggas so mean they won't even speak back to you. It's so fun when you gotta love people that don't even love you back. Cause what you was doing your habit days. But long as you remember this, nigga, long as you got you, shit, fuck what else matter.
Yeah.
I tell God, long as you can kill me tonight, you can kill me today, long as my kids alive. Yeah. Diamond Stone, talk to me.
Hey man, that was a good interview. Like I said, OG Percy. Oh, come on. Damn. Get the fire. But let's see what else we got. Oh, shit. Hold on. Got a lot of OG Percy. Oh, let's see what Charleston White talking about. Hold on.
So peep game, right?
That's crazy.
So we do the interview at his house.
Where's he from?
I don't know nothing about the homie.
Anybody know anything about
I just
Tony
know homie.
Boza?
I don't brought me a gun in Miami. That's all I know.
All right, no, I think I seen that one. See this shit right here. All right, Charleston White say G's and shit. You know what I'm saying?
Now you've been on tour. South Carolina, North Carolina was a takeover, man. You had all these different type of people hitting me up trying to get into your shows.
Tell him that's the biggest love. That's the biggest love I've received to this day. Atlanta showed me a lot of love. Nigga, Dallas, Texas make me feel special, homie.
Damn, I seen that one too. Are these all the ones that I've already seen? Let's see. Where's this one at?
Is Gunna a snitch?
You goddamn right. You heard when that judge.
Is Gunna a snitch? You goddamn right.
Is Gunna a snitch?
You goddamn right. You heard when that judge say, "Gunna, you in the game? You in the game?" He said, "Yes, Your Honor." I lied. I lied on some FBI agents one time. I had got this truck from my homeboy Monk out of West Dallas, then the feds got him. So I went to go get the truck one time, and this motherfucking FBI agent, Torres, he's getting niggas in the West head. So them niggas snatched me up, take me down to the parking garage, search me, run their fingers through the crack of my ass. You know how they feel for dope. So, nigga, I feel offended like a motherfucker. Feeling that finger go across my go to them cheeks. You hear me? Boy, I felt offended like a motherfucker. Boy, when I got out of jail, I called Senator Royce West. Nigga, I called everybody hollering. They stuck their fingers in my ass. Boy, I lied like a motherfucker. Boy, I lied and say they took me down to the parking garage to the Dallas headquarters. Chief Conker was the chief at the time. Boy, I raised hell, called the news station. Now, this motherfucker Torres is a highly decorated motherfucking gang unit FBI motherfucker, you hear me? And I lied on this motherfucker, so he stuck his fingers in my ass, feeling for dope. So I done went down to this motherfucker, and first I called Senator Royce West's office. They got me in touch with Kelvin Bass. Boy, I get Kelvin Bass a motherfucking story, make everybody damn near jump. Like just imagine, nigga, I said they stuck their fingers in my ass, feeling for dope in a dark parking garage in the headquarters. I'm trying to get this motherfucker. So, make a long story short, they take me back to the department and they have me walk through the whole motherfucking department where they had me. I spent about 7 hours being interviewed. I wrote a 13-page affidavit, and I left up out of there saying, yeah, I got that bitch. Only for 6 months later to be picked up with a Homeland Security warrant. Yeah, they had a bad motherfucking charge on me. Lying on that motherfucking officer. You hear me? They were serious about this shit. Say, I was out on bond for about 5 years. I went to court, nigga, probably 20-something times. So they get monked, nigga, all monked them all this time. And they saved my little ass for last.
Got that bitch ass nigga though.
I fired my lawyers. And I represented myself in court.
That's good.
Just
like you see on the movies.
And I got to cross-examine Torres and everybody involved. They had a special U.S. prosecutor, a tall black man that was assigned to prosecute the case. They ended up finding me guilty.
Right.
They ended up finding me guilty, homie. But I did that. I was doing that out of hate for law enforcement. For what they had done to some friends. These childhood friends y'all see me with, homie. But in the process of doing that, let me show you what happened to me.
Oh shit.
And this is why I brought that up. You asked me about Gunner. I'm my own lawyer, and I'm representing myself. But I had just started my first semester at Texas Western University as a pre-law student. During those 5 years of being out on bond, my life had changed. I had my daughter was born, my daddy had died, so my life had changed. So when I took the stand, I got Rolling 60s tattooed on my arm, on both arms.
Right.
So when I took the stand, and so I was really complaining about before they put me in the car, they took pictures of my tattoos on my arm, pulled my shirt over my head, took pictures of the tattoo on my back. You know how they do you. Pants sagging, pull your pants up real hard, put your drawers all up in your ass. You know, they roughing a nigga up. So that was my opportunity to try to discredit a law enforcement officer, because I know if it's on his record, that's on his record, whether it's true or false.
Right.
So they respond, well, nigga, we charged you with false report. So when I went to trial, I took the stand, and that motherfucker prosecutor said, so are you in the gang? I said, no, I ain't in no gang.
Right.
Yeah, right, because I'm lying on the gang unit / FBI officer. When my mother got on the stand, they asked my mother, is he in the gang? And my mama said, yeah, that boy joined the gang.
Yeah.
I said, God damn, mama. So when they found me guilty, the judge looked at my mom and said, Mom, I like you. That's what the white man said. He said, they want me to sentence your son to prison time, but I'm not gonna do that. I see he's in college. He said, I'm gonna let him finish out his first semester. And he talking to my mama. Cause he saw my mother was an honest black woman.
Right.
He said, I'm gonna let him finish out his first semester. And then after Mother's Day, I'm gonna let him spend Mother's Day. And he can turn himself in after Mother's Day, Mom. And then he looked at me and he said, you know what? You're gonna stop smoking that marijuana. I said, yes, sir. He said, you're not, I know you are, shut up. And he said, he looked at his court reporter and he said, Lupe, call down to the probation department and have such and such supervisor come down here. I want this young man mentoring the kids about games.
Right, and
that was part of my sentencing. I want this young man mentoring the kids about games. And I want y'all to put it in his court order, because if y'all don't put it in his court order, they ain't gonna make him do it. So then the prosecutor said, well, Your Honor, he lied and such, he was involved with the West Side Gator Boy. And he told him, we don't have anything. He told the prosecutor, y'all find something. You mean to tell me this kid, he kept saying young man, kid, is involved with gang unit and this, and y'all can't find something to work with this guy? So that's eventually how I ended up started working with kids, homie. So I was in a situation by myself. I ain't had nobody to tell on. I wish I did. Everybody before me had already been sentenced. And I had lied on the person who arrested all them niggas.
Right.
Whenever you stand up in court, homie, and it's more than one of y'all, and you say, I am in the gang, homie, that's confessing, that's telling. People say it's not against the law to be in a gang. It is against the law to be a part of a criminal organization.
Got his ass.
It is against the law to be a part of a criminal organization, homie. Y'all don't claim yourselves to be a militia. If you had a militia, you had different rights and protections under the law. But you are a gang.
I'm on the rock.
And according to phone records and evidence, whether we got this evidence legally or illegally, people have lost lives due to the name of this gang. So when you come to court and they say, well, are you a gang? And you saying you a part, and you said, yes, nigga, you just told on everybody.
I knew I
in
should
the
have hit
case.
him first.
Cause what if I'm saying we ain't no gang? What if I'm saying we just a rap group, nigga? We a clique. Yeah, man. So and you guys are not in this RICO case because y'all are a gang. Y'all are in this RICO case because y'all conspire as a gang to commit crimes, violent crimes.
Damn.
And so, nah, homie, so nigga, y'all call it what you want to call it. It's cool when they do it. It's a problem when I do it. Fuck them. Yeah, nigga, when I go to saying, yeah. So I wouldn't say what Gunna did was a snitch, because Gunna's not a shooter. He made a confession. And he set the record straight. Yeah, he made a confession. Now, yeah, he made a confession.
Damn. There you go. Charleston White says Gunna made a confession. And that's it for me, y'all. I'll catch y'all another night. I'm gonna make some beats or something, do something else. I'll holler though.